You know, I forgot to wear shoes, and I'm actually kind of glad I'm not wearing them because this fits in the screen better, and you can't see the shoes. So who was that for? You know what? I need my coffee. Hang on. I made it. I should probably fucking drink it, right? Don't look at my no shoes. That's rude. Why would you do that? That's very mean of you. And I think you should know that. Anyways, oh my god. What am I choking on? I ate one small slice of pizza. It was like a third the slice of a regular pizza. It was that Domino's thin crust stuff. Me and my family got it. We were like, oh my god, what's this? And it's like actually kind of fierce. It's actually kind of fierce. I'm not promoting Domino's because it will kill you with diabetes just as fast as anything else. But, you know, we all need our guilty pleasures now and then. And for me, now and then is pretty much fucking regularly, like several times a week. Oh my, jeez, the whole foot? Damn. Oh, hi there. Sorry, I didn't see it come in. I was just reading Mein Kampf. Hi, happy days. My name is Daisy Maize, and I thought I would just pop in here real quick and let you know that I would really appreciate it if you left this video a like if you're having a good time. Maybe leave a comment. Tell me why you're having a good time or why you hate it. I'll delete it, but you're fully free to do so, and then I will just move on with my life. Maybe also hit that subscribe button and hit that nifty little notification bell so that you get notified every single time I post some brand new plant-based cotton candy cartoon clowny content. We do a lot of fun stuff here, and a lot of terrible shit, so stick around and you're bound to see both. Bye! Anyway, today we are back with a brand new episode of Season 3 of my YouTube series, Booning and Veining. It's been months since I sat down to film one of these. I don't remember the last one that I filmed. It's just been busy. I keep getting in drag and then doing other stuff and not having time for it. So it's like, this is nice. This is nice to just kind of sit down and just be like, hi, what's going on? Hey, how y'all doing? It's a Christmas mug. Oh my god. You don't think I need more coffee, do you? I respectfully disagree. I'm also disappointed. I was trying to download Elder Scrolls Online today, and I found out that my computer still does not have enough space for it. I used to play it religiously, like not long ago, but then they did the Gold Road update, right? And it was too much for my dinky little laptop that was already hanging on by a thread. Baby, you're doing great. Mwah, I love you so much, honey. You're doing a fantastic job. This isn't about you, I swear. So anyway, that means that I had some extra time to get into drag a little faster than I usually would because I wasn't distracted by so much stuff. Although I did just discover Roblox. I'm having a lot of formative experiences at 31. So there's a Hunger Games game mode on there that I've been playing, as well as the Squid Game one. And oh my god, I've been fucking around with Dress to Impress. Holy shit. Style Showdown, so fucking fun. And then there's another one. Apparently there's a Total Drama Island one that I haven't played yet. When was somebody going to tell me that Roblox is fun? I thought it was just like Minecraft, but worse. And it turns out it's not. It's like really great. The fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Anyway, welcome back to Booning and Veining Season 3. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I've been rambling. I haven't explained to you what Booning and Veining is, and obviously you don't know because this is Season 3, and how could you possibly have watched the other 2 seasons for any sort of context? That's not something we do here. Booning and Veining, thank you so much for asking, is my YouTube series where I take a seemingly irrelevant, inadequate, and completely irrevocably unimportant object, item, person, concept, or ethereal interest, and I absolutely dissect it in a way that it did not ask for, does not deserve, and at this point I've been doing 3 seasons of. So, you know what? If you want to see my drag evolve, I would recommend you go back and start at Season 1 because there have been changes. Something has changed within me, and without me, something is not the same. So, don't roast me too much because that was then and this is now, okay? I don't want to hear it. So, Booning and Veining, Season 3. Hello, this is whatever episode number it is. I'll put it up here. I probably forgot to do that. Anyway, today's topic is something near and dear to my heart and something that I have a lot to say, especially right now. It's not political, don't worry. Today we're talking about, and you can probably guess from my outfit, we're talking about Renaissance fairs. Oh, hail and well met, traveler. Good morrow, denizens and citizens, fellows, and what is the other word? I don't fucking remember. Anyway, I have a lot of feelings about Renaissance fairs, and they're almost all predominantly good. There's like one or two things that aren't, stellar about them, but I, looking at them objectively, I love them. Now, I have worked in the New York Renaissance Fair. I worked there for 2 years, and then I took a third year off, and this year I'm still going back and forth as to whether I want to return. It's so fun. It's so fun, and they do a fantastic job. I want to make sure that is clear. It's so much work. It's so much work. If I was in my late teens to early 20s, I would be vibing. I'd probably be a lifer. I would never stop. But unfortunately, I'm 31 and I just started at like 28. 28. I think I started at 28. 2023 or 2. I forget which. 2023, I think, was the season I started. No, I did 2022 and 2023 seasons, and then 2024 I sat out, and now we're entering the 2025 season. It's so fun and so fantastic, but my God, I just don't have it in me anymore. So I am trying to like either get in shape because it is a marathon, or make my peace with just being a patron. I auditioned for and got into and was rehearsing for the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, but unfortunately, I just couldn't do it this year for the same reasons. It's just so much. It's such a commitment. And that's fine. Like, we love a commitment, but oof, girl, I was exhausted. I just could not manage. And there's just been like so many hectic things with my change of jobs and everything too. Just across the board, it's very, very, very difficult. So I had to sit out. But please know that that only helps me to make a very unbiased, formulated opinion here. But without further ado, it's time to get right back into it, starting with boon number 1. Renaissance fairs are, gosh, I don't know how to say this in a way that doesn't sound mean, but Renaissance fairs are like dork Shangri-La. They are a nerd safe haven. Oh my God. They are just, you can go there and be fuck-ass batshit weirdo, and odds are there's going to be at least 4 other batshit, fuck-ass weirdos within like a 30 feet radius. You will find someone that vibes on the same frequency as you, and my God, when you do, it's nuts. I still have plenty of friends from the fairs that I talked to today, and I love it. I love them. It's so cool. I am famously a person who is not very good at maintaining connections, because I would prefer to be alone in my room talking to myself into a camera. It's just how I process shit. It's how I feel. It's how I feel like I'm making a change, even though I'm not. That's okay. Maybe I am for someone. For 2 people who see this and they're like, gosh, I wish I could see a cunty plant-based clown talking about nothing. And then they find me and they wouldn't know what to do, Point is, I love Renaissance fairs because they are this safe haven Shangri-La sanctuary for the weirdest of us. They really are. That's what appealed to me in the first place. I had no idea that they were so diverse and welcoming and just so fun. Now, on the flip side of that, bane number 1 is that I cannot say the same for the clientele. For the patrons of Renaissance fairs, hi, yeah, I'm talking to you. The dorks and nerds who dress up, you're wonderful. This isn't about you. I'm talking about the cisgendered straight people with no interest in anything other than a theme park, who think that they can, touch the actors, who think that they can fake a dialect and make the show about them. Like, absolutely, speak in dialect if you want to have conversations with the performers. They're in character, and we're bored. It's 10-hour days of being in character. Like, we want to talk to somebody. But, like, when someone comes up and is like, you're not the real queen. Duh. Nobody thought she was. Did you think she was? And you may think that's crazy, but, like, it very much does happen. I can think of one specific instance. My friend, she was playing the queen, and it was right after Queen Elizabeth II had died. So she's playing Queen Elizabeth I. And everybody who walked past had something to fucking say about it, as if we killed her. They were acting like we had murdered and and buried this woman. And oh my god. So yeah, the clientele can be wild. I remember one specific instance. It was the end of the day, which means all the patrons have been drinking because there's a lot of pubs. There's a lot of pubs. I was playing the court jester, right? His name was John Pace. You had to keep a pace with him. Very fun. Don't know why I segued to drag, something entirely serious and that doesn't at any point make fun of itself in any way. Quite a big leap for me. So actually, I think I was doing drag first. Whoops. Anyways. So it's the end of the day. I've been fooling it up all day. I've been a fool in the rain. I have been gesturing my little checkered ass off, and I'm walking with two of my friends who are playing courtiers back to the dressing room. You know, and we're still walking through the park. We're getting towards the employee exit, and there's this guy who's like, I will give you my best. I'm going to put the microphone over here. I'm setting it on this stool here so that you know just how loud this guy was. So he's got big furs on, right? Like furs and leathers. He's very Skyrim, very Game of Thrones. And he comes in and he's just like, make way for the King of the North. Like barreling through. When I tell you the two female presenting people that I was with were obviously ready to jump aside and did so because they value their lives. Something in me, the gumption, the gall, excuse me, that's for you. Oh, it smelled like Domino's. Do you like that? Me neither. Something in me was like, I'm standing my ground and I'm perfectly content with dying today. If this is how I go, let my ancestors sing songs of me and my descendants, of which I will have none, think of my story as an inspiring tale of being stubborn as fucking shit. So I'm standing there and he's just like, make way for the King of the North, screaming in my face like this was him. Make way for the King of the North! You weren't meant to see my makeup that close, and that's okay, you did anyway. Shut up. Just psycho, drunk as hell, definitely straight, or if he was bi, he was extremely chaotically bi, and I won't lie, he was very attractive. I would have hit it, but definitely not with that attitude. So naturally, I jump right back into character because I'm like, oh no, we're fucking around. You fucked around, you're gonna find out. I'm going to delay you. I don't care what happens to me. I don't care how drunk you are. I want to interact with you right now. Because I am a tornado. I am chaos, and I'm fine with that. So I'm like, the King of the what? And he's like, the King of the North! And I'm like, the King of the what? Where is that? Can you point me to that? I would like to go there. Couldst thou point me in that fucking direction? Like, I didn't say that, but you get the idea. It was very that energy. It was like, yeah, and. And eventually, my only goal in this interaction was to get him to not hog the center of the road. It was a wide road. We had plenty of space to go on either side, but this guy was barreling down the middle of it shut the fuck up, kill yourself. I don't want to interact with you, but I'm going to so that you stop, because oftentimes somebody like that are one of two things. One, they're an asshole irrevocably and there is nothing to be done about it, or B, they're a good person who's a little drunk and a little confident. Or maybe very drunk and a little confident. I was hoping for the latter, and I think that was probably it, but I never saw him again, so how the fuck should I know? All sorts of people come to these things, and we get the worst and the best, but mostly the worst, of clients there. It's interesting. It's very interesting. The patrons at Renaissance fairs are interesting. But it's never the ones that are, pleasant and fans of the subject matter that I remember. It's always the problematic ones that I'm like, oh yeah, you're a story. So eventually I did succeed in my goal of just getting him to not take up the middle of the road. I forced him to yield to me a little bit. And that's all I wanted, really. That's all I wanted. I just wanted him to have to stop, talk to me, tell me where the north was. And then I was just like, all right, wonderful, wonderful. When do we leave? When do we leave? I will meet you at the docks. We will get on a boat. Do you have a ship? All right, you have a ship. Perfect. I will see you there. And from there, we will go and we will see the north. I cannot wait to see. I hope there are bears. So it's very fun. It's very vibes. I think I disengaged him a little bit. I'm sure he went right back to fucking screaming drunk as shit. But, I achieved my goal, and I'm proud of that. So boon number 2 is that you truly never know. There's always a good story at the Renaissance Fair. As a performer, as a variety act, or as a patron, there is always, a good story to come out of it. So I've had some wonderful experiences. I've had some shitty experiences like that. And just some really nice, like, formative experiences. I remember when I went to the Renaissance Fair for the second time in my life, and I remember seeing their living chess, and I was like, this is so lit. It's like when I would go and do cosplay chess at the anime conventions. Oh my god, this is fucking fierce. And it was. And so then when I finally did work at the fair, like 3 years later, give or take, I didn't get to be in cosplay. Well, it's not cosplay chess. I didn't get to be in living chess because I can't fight for shit. I mean, I can hurt, but I can't fight. You know what I mean? Like, I can win a bout by playing dirty, but when it comes to like stage combat and stuff, I'm not that good. I'm a pretty good archer. Anyway, it's just, there are wonderful memories to be made at the Renaissance Fair. I got to host the chess thing. I got a microphone and everything. It was so fierce. Nobody knew what the plot was. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. It's not what the Renaissance Fair is for. We do have a plot, an overarching plot that goes throughout the day, but like, it's not really crucial to understand like what the atmosphere is. But some of my favorite memories of the fair had to do with obviously the behind the scenes stuff. I mean, let's be realistic. Everybody wants to see how the sausage is made. And I really enjoyed the summer camp atmosphere of us all going and like having dinner together. And then in the morning we would go and like go to the coffee shop that opens early where the merchants are setting up. And it was just fun. And then we would go and we would prepare for the day. And it was a vibe. I really loved it. It was really a great ass time. Like I said, I made some great friends there. And it's just, it's great. Now, that brings us to Bane number 2, of course, which is, ironically, it just serves to reinforce the positives, because Bane number 2 is that when it's the off season, or when I take a year off, so to speak, or when I don't feel that I physically can handle the strains of the fair anymore, until I get myself to a place of stamina where I can again, I'm depressed. I've got some serious FOMO of missing out on the fair last year, of the New Jersey one this year, and potentially the New York one this year as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it. I've got a lot to worry about, a lot of things to put together, a lot of commitments and drag. I'm starting a new job. Like, there's just a lot, and I don't really have those weekends available anymore. So it's a shame. It's unfortunate, but like, sometimes that is just the way the cookie crumbles, you know? But that's okay. You know, we're going to continue anyway. It's always good when a Bane in one of these episodes just serves to highlight the boons. That means we could probably guess where this is going. Boon number 3. Boon number 3 is that something that a lot of people who attend Renaissance fairs, the general people, not you diehard, you know, committed, the deadheads of Renaissance fairs. This obviously doesn't apply to you. But Renaissance fairs do a very important job when it comes to the general populace and patrons. They teach history. Like, I know a lot of it is fantasy. A lot of it is just the variety acts doing their variety acts and the merchants doing their merchant thing, and the actors playing characters to interact with guests. But like, I did not care about history at all before doing the Renaissance Fair. I wanted to do it because it looked fun. And through the fun experience, I learned a lot of history, just like by accident in general. History is fun, but the penultimate Bane, Bane number 3, is that unfortunately, most people, it's a little grim, but most people don't care about history. Most people don't care. So a large part of what makes the Renaissance Fair layered and dynamic and interesting is just completely lost on them. Because 1, they don't know history, and 2, they don't care to know history. And perhaps if more people knew more about history, we wouldn't be in the current political climate that we find ourselves in. But hey, they don't, so we are. And history is like, as somebody who never really did well in history, I never really did well in history. I love mythology, and it has ties to history. It's intrinsically tied to history because of the cultural developments that facilitated those religious beliefs. But history has never been interesting to me. My dad tried to explain it to me once. He tried to explain it as being the story of our country, which is a very interesting way of putting it. That's true. It is the storybook of our nation. And that goes for all of the nation's histories out there. This is not a strictly an America thing, but the thing is that we are a fairly young country. We can trace all of our history, and that's cool. It's just unfortunate that most people don't care to do so, or our education system has gone so far into the trash heap that people just aren't able to be taught these things. But I mean, hey, that's how you keep the oppressed, is you don't give them access to things that could teach them critical thought. It's a tale as old as time, a tried and true method. We can think of several people with maybe distinctive facial hair who have done the same thing. It's not tea, it's coffee, but you get the idea. Point is, Renaissance fairs do actually serve an important purpose, at least as far as America. Somebody was telling me that it's odd that America, actually this was one of the courses during our Renaissance fair training, it's odd that Americans have a theme park, several hundred theme parks, surrounding a period of time from a country that they actually revolted against. It's odd that we're so fixated on that, right? But look at our movies too. A Knight's Tale, Cinderella, like all of these stories that come from other parts of the world. There aren't that many like cultural tales from America that maybe companies like Disney have adapted into films. There's a few of them. Home on the Range, maybe not a great example, but it is the first one that comes to mind. And those are just like the legacy things. Like when it comes to even Disney Channel, think of how many movies were about an American in a different country, an American changing states, an American experiencing a different culture. Like it's always about a time period or a cultural aspect of somewhere else. And it's because, and this is my theory, but I think it's pretty corroborated at this point, Americans don't feel like they have a strong cultural identity. Because, I mean, what do we have besides booty shorts that have the flag on them, school shootings, and a pretty laughable political situation at the best of times, when it's not downright dangerous? Across the board, we are a young country, and we are a young country that doesn't feel like it has its own identity. We've tried on many identities, but when you look at European countries like France, Germany, and Spain and England, they have had hundreds of years to forge what their identities are going to be, to go through the phases that America is currently going through right now and move past them. So it's not particularly surprising that we yearn for a time that we never knew. You know what I mean? I mean, it's perfectly on like a case-by-case basis. If you just look at locally, a lot of us yearn for a simpler time, a time without social media, which I get. Despite making this, believe me, bitch, I get it. Oh, I get it. But we also yearn for when the world was still unexplored, when there were still adventures to be had, you know? And Renaissance fairs, in a very strange way, do help us to kind of facilitate that experience. They do give us a sense of adventure, even if it's just going from one bar crawl to another. You get to wear a cloak while doing it. That makes all the difference. I think, unsurprisingly, you can all assume where I'm going with this. Renaissance fairs are, by and large, a boon. A big fat fucking boon, baby. I hardly ever get to go as a patron, so hopefully I'll get a chance to visit everybody this year. But it's, you know, they're great. I love them. Even when I'm not working them, I just love that they're there. You know, even when I don't work them, I don't go to them. I still am so glad that they exist, and I encourage you all to go and fuck about at your local Renaissance fair. Just don't tell me to part like the Red Sea, because you might stumble upon a jester who wants to waste your time. And I'll be right there, wasting it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this episode, please, by all means, head on over to my YouTube channel. It's right at the top there. Just scroll up. Well, I guess scroll down if you're looking at the video. Scroll down. I don't know. You might be doing that video player thing when you like exit the app, whatever. Hit that subscribe button and then leave me a like and a comment if you want to tell me what you like about Renaissance fairs, or maybe that you don't like Renaissance fairs and why. And after you've subscribed, if you haven't already, please hit that nifty little notification bell so that you get notified every single time I post some brand new plant-based cotton candy clowny cartoon content. It's a lot of fun here. We do a lot of stupid shit. I'm usually over caffeinated, so it's fun. It's fun, and I have a lot of plans for this year, several other series, so that I can give Booning and Baiting a little bit of breathing room in between seasons, and there will be more, don't worry. But yeah, stick around. It's a good time, and it's only going to get worse from here. So once again, thank you all for watching. My name is Daisy Maize, and I am wishing you all some very happy days. Ho! Hail and well met, traveler. Oh no, you know what? We need one of the closing songs. Fuck, I don't know any. So here's a health to the company, and one for my lass. Let us all drink together, all out of one glass. Oh, I got a burp. Oh boy. Oh, it's still bubbling up. Ho, row the rattling bog, the bog down on the valley, yo. Ho, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, yo. Out in that bog there was a tree, out here on the tree. Wait, let me use my cool ring thing. Wait, I'm gonna turn it off with the ring. Are you ready? You ready? Bye! It didn't work. Fuck, it didn't work. Wait, hold on. Bye! It didn't work then either. Oh my god, what do I do? How the fuck does this thing work? Bye! Hold on, do I have to turn it back on? Is that the problem? Oh, I think it turned off. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, wait, hold on. I think it's getting there now. It's connecting. Get connected for free. I think it's there. Are we ready? Bye!